Hello, welcome to a new year. I'm really excited to share my January TBR with you. I have a new, updated, exciting version of my TBR game, Escape the TBR. I've been playing this for 2 years with a board that I colored in myself, printed, laminated, taped together, and it has served me well, but I'm so excited for this new board. The point of my game is to escape this haunted house, and this board looks more like a house. There's furniture in it. I'm truly so happy with how it turned out. Like, it really, really looks incredible, and I think it's gonna bring me some great reads moving forward. So let's play the game. Welcome to the brand new board for Escape the TBR. I am so excited to be playing with this board for the first time. There are a few tiny changes, but generally things run the same. We have found ourselves in this haunted house and we need to escape. So to do that, we will be rolling 2 dice, moving around the rooms. Each room has an exit. I have to go through one room in between exterior doors, so I can't come in this room and leave right here. I have to go through one room to get out. That applies to if the exterior door is locked when I try to get out as well. The interior doors can be locked or unlocked based on the cards, and that will also determine if I have to remove books from my TBR as we go as well. So the different colors are different genres for the most part. The 2 red rooms are horror, the 2 orange rooms are thriller, the 2 yellow rooms are a free genre, the blue room is sci-fi, the green room is fantasy/romantasy, the purple room is romance, and the pink room is a book from my physical TBR. So that is the one room that doesn't correspond to a genre, but it is something I am really focusing on. The good thing about this board is that if things are not working for me or my reading taste change, I can change what the different colors mean in the future, but for right now, this is what we are going with. I cannot go onto any space that has furniture, a pet, or a ghost. I think that's everything. Let's get into the game. We will be starting over here as determined by my Patreon. Roll 1, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. A horror book picked with a spinner wheel. So for this, I put all of my horror books from my physical TBR onto a spinner wheel, and we are going to see what it lands on. Not this calling me out because I was supposed to read this in December and didn't. Honestly, this worked so well. This was my Patreon read-along for December, but because of multiple life circumstances, I haven't been able to get to it. So this worked well. I'm excited. I don't like to be called out, but sometimes you need it, you know? The return is following 2 best friends. One is missing and no one believes she'll ever return except for Elise. And then her friend does come back 2 years later, exactly to the day she disappeared, with no memories. So the 2 of them and then 2 of their other friends go to reunite at this remote inn. And then Elise sees Julie and knows that something is wrong immediately. And then she believes that it is not quite the same version of her friend that returned. Roll 2. 7, 1, 2, 3, 4. Door is unlocked. 5, 6, 7. A book from my shelves that I read as an ebook. This is like the weirdest combination I could have gotten. Well, not weirdest, but if it's specifically a book from my shelves, then going and reading the ebook only. Well, I guess I do that with the audiobook anyway, so what's the matter? So for this, I'm gonna go with Magnum Opus by Caitlin Marceau. This is a very short horror novella, and it is on KU, so it'll be easy for me to get to. This is the author who wrote one of my favorites of 2023. This is where we talk things out. And this is following Charlotte, who is willing to do whatever it takes to make sure her newest book is a bestseller, even if that means murdering her best friend. Roll 3, 3, 1. Door is unlocked. 2, 3. Any genre that Nova picks. So I gave Nova 3 options. Since it was any genre, I picked a horror, a thriller, and a romantasy. So for horror, it was Rest Stop by Nat Cassidy. Thriller was Saving Noah by Lucinda Berry. And romantasy was House of Bane and Blood by Alexis L. Menard. Nova's a romantic girly apparently, and she picked House of Bane and Blood, so this is on my TBR for the month. Do I know what this is about? Actually, no. In a city split into two opposing sides, power comes in many forms. Bloodlines, money, love, and most importantly, secrets. We're in the city's dark underbelly with magic and arcane science. In a deadly game of depravity? Interesting. I'm reading this for a specific video, so I had no idea what it was about. I just know that people like it, so I'm gonna read it. Roll 4, 9, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Door is locked. Remove one book from TBR. We have to remove a book. I don't remove my pet picks generally just because they worked so hard for it. I don't want them to feel like they worked and got those treats for nothing. And the spinner wheel was fun and I should have already read it, so I'm going to leave that one on. So we will be removing Magnum Opus. If I have time, I might still try to read this one, but it's so short that I think I could squeeze it in somewhere else if I can't get to it in January. So we will be removing this. 8, 9. Any genre that Winston picks. So Winston also gets to pick. So I gave him a horror, thriller, and romantasy. Winston also really wanted me to read romantasy, so I will be reading The Inadequate Heir by Danielle L. Jensen. This is the third book in the Bridge Kingdom series. This is the one book on my TBR that I probably won't be vlogging. It's a continuation of the story with the first two, and I'm pretty sure it's the second book told from a different perspective, but this is the reprinted edition. And honestly, it's good that this one was picked because I don't want to get behind and then have like 5 in the series on my shelves without reading them. I haven't ordered the next one yet, but I'm trying to keep up with them, and they've been released every month. A forbidden romance blooms between two sworn enemies who must choose between their thirst for vengeance and their love for each other. I wish I could tell you more about this, but I am excited for it. Roll 5, 2. Door is locked. 1, 2. Any genre. A book published this year. Any genre published this year. Since it's the beginning of the year, I don't have many options, so I had to go with ones that I had arcs for or ones that are coming out in January, and I decided that since I have 3 2025 arcs currently, I don't think I have any more, I put them up for the monthly poll on my Patreon. All tiers get to vote for one of the picks for my TBR game every month, so they got to vote for this one. So the poll was 3 books. It was The Ghostwriter by Julie Clark, This Book Will Bury Me by Ashley Winstead, and Witchcraft for Wayward Girls by Grady Hendrix. And the winner was Witchcraft for Wayward Girls by Grady Hendrix. I'm not surprised at all about this one, but also it's good because it is the earliest release of the 3. This is a horror book. I've read all but one from Grady Hendrix, so I do need to get caught up on that at some point. This is set in Florida at I guess it's like a care facility where people are stealing children of these poor mothers and adopting them out to rich families, I believe. I really like the humor that Grady Hendrix has in his books, and I really love the cover of this one. So even though I would have been very happy with any of these picks, I'm really excited that this was the one everyone picked for me to read. Roll 6, 8. Door is unlocked. 1, 2. Let's be chaotic. 3, 4, 5, 6. Door is unlocked. 7, 8. Any genre. Picked with a random emoji generator. So many in my free genre. So let's look up a random emoji generator, and then I'm just going to pick something based on the emoji. So I just put in 1 as the thing. What is that? A pen? It is a pen. Okay, so do I have... Wait, this is about an author. Is it cheating to put a book on here that I already took off? I don't know if any of the other books on my TBR are about authors, so I actually am gonna put this one back on. So Magnum Opus, I already talked about it. This will be on my TBR again. Roll 7, 10, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Doors unlocked. 10. So the board was very nice to me for my first time playing with it. I tried to make it so that it was a little bit nicer. I don't mind getting like 9 book TBRs, but I'm not trying to punish myself with this game. I'm trying to make it so that I can read things that I really want to read, things I'm trying to prioritize, things that work with the content I already have planned. So these 5 work very well for me. I was not really anticipating getting too romanticy on my TBR. Really, this one is kind of throwing me for a loop, but I will be doing some driving, and oh my god, this book is so long. My sister just had a baby and I'm going to go help her for a couple days, so it'll be good to have an audiobook that I can listen to that I'm not really vlogging. So if you've read any of these 5 books, let me know your thoughts on them. I'd also love to know what you are most looking forward to reading in January. If you made it to the end and want to leave me an emoji to say we're here, you can leave me any sort of night emoji. Saving Noah's dark. There's a moon on Inadequate Air, I believe. That looks like the moon, right? It's kind of hard to show you because it's very shiny. Make sure you stick around. I have lots of content coming up, specifically vlogs for Winterween, booktuber favorites, and some Goodreads Choice Awards videos. I hope you have an incredible start of the year. I will see you very soon. Bye.